Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to What's the Damage, the good old WTD question mark here on my channel. Longest running series on this YouTube channel. I am getting freaking old. My first video ever in 2016 was WTD question mark. And today I'm very well dressed for the occasion, because I'm wearing my Boca Juniors jersey, here, although I don't support them, I have a soccer team here, it's in Brazil called Fluminense. I'm wearing this because, a neighbor gave it to me and I didn't want to say no, so I have it here, and it's not even in my country, this team, so I don't care. Also, while I am aware that my European subscribers might cringe at me saying soccer instead of football, I also do not care, okay, because I've said this before, I speak American English and I've learned, since I was a kid that it's called soccer, and the word soccer does come from football in a way. It's from the same nomenclature, if you, maybe I'll do a video later explaining that, but the point is that I'm gonna keep saying soccer, okay, and this is going to be a concept vlog. In case you guys don't know, it's a term that I coined on this channel for a video where I just come here and talk to you guys with very minimal editing, if even any photos or videos or text, it's just me talking. And I've done this video before, maybe like 2 times already across my channel, all the years doing this, but sometimes I remake videos that I think suck back in the day and I can do them a little better today, I'm going to be talking about why, in my opinion, soccer over here in South America is getting worse and worse every year, Now, in other places of the world, like in Europe and even in the United States right now, soccer is a very balanced sport, but like I do believe that right now the best league in the world is the Premier League, because they have a little bit of everything, and it is the most, oh my god, the wind, man, that wind feels good. Wait, no, stop, you're gonna ruin my take. Okay, thanks. So anyway, now different leagues across the world have different, like strong suits and weak points, like in Italy, it's very, very defensive soccer, we have some of the best defenders in the world, and the players employ a lot of really defensive tactics, their coach really makes them run a lot of defense, Germany is more catered towards offense, the players score a lot of goals, there were players like Robert Lewandowski and Erling Haaland, who were just always the top scorers every season, they really get crazy over there, Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund scored so many goals throughout a few years in their campaigns, so the coaches focus more on offense over there. Then you have Spain, which is more like, tactical, like back in the days of Barcelona and Real Madrid, where they would run plays that were very, very geared towards passing the ball between teammates, so it's much more tactical over there, but the Premier League is different, the Premier League is kind of like a balance of everything, they have a lot of offense, a lot of defense, a lot of tactics, they're really good in the air, and on the ground, like everything in the Premier League is so balanced that it's crazy, so it's really hard for you to play soccer over there. And for many years back in, like, let's say like the 90s and early 2000s, Brazil was right up there with a lot of the European leagues, because we had a lot of really good teams with amazing players, some of which went outside of the country to, showcase to the world how good they are and represent us on a larger scale, But in recent years, it seems like everything is going backwards here, The soccer that we play here today, specifically in Brazil, is getting really insufferable and hard to watch, because now it seems like everybody sucks. Like all of the players are too soft, and they focus more on trying to draw fouls and have the referees make calls on them that are inappropriate rather than actually trying to play a game, Like, for example, if a player is one-on-one with the keeper and a defender comes at him, that player with the ball is good. There's a better chance that he's going to try to throw himself, to dive and try to see if he's going to get a free penalty than actually try to kick the ball to the damn goal, which is all that his job is. And it seems like the referees are contributing to this more and more, because now any little thing that happens, they will stop, they'll whistle and give a yellow card, and that completely stops the dynamic of the game, because a game might be going on for maybe 10 or so minutes, everything is going really well, the players are running, passing and trying to score, and then all of a sudden the ref blows because of a really dumb foul in the middle of the field, and it just completely stops the play. Then that just, like, I don't know, man, it makes such an annoying atmosphere, because the game doesn't flow that way. It's really annoying. despite being such a renowned reference for soccer, you know, many years ago, today Brazil is just the opposite, man, you know, and I'm really ashamed, you know, to be included in this, because I'm forced to say we, you know, we are just an embarrassment today, because there are players who will leave Brazil and go to Europe and they try to force their antics over there. They give us a bad name and they don't play the game very well, and it seems like they don't always take it very seriously, you know. And now let's talk about like the early to mid 2000s, right? When we had players like Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Romario was still active, although he played mostly like I think Romario was at his peak more in like the early to mid 90s, you know, where he did go play to Europe as well. Those players, the very last good generation we had, you know, was the squad that won the 2002 FIFA World Cup in Korea, Japan, you know. And that fire, you saw that it was dying out in the 2006 World Cup, you know. That one was just sad, man. That one was really, really sad, because that was the final generation that we were going, the final iteration that we were going to see of those amazing players, you know, because then the Neymar era came around and everything just started going to hell, you know. From 2009, 2010 onward, it started to dip more and more in quality, you know. Before, we would be the players to look to. We had the one of the best leagues in the country, and our teams could really level with the ones in Europe, and today it's the opposite, you know. We have no chance. Like, it seems that our soccer here is becoming way too generic, you know. It's like irrelevant now, and it's really hard to watch a game and get interested, because also the commentators are always so they seem to be very emotionless, you know. Like, I don't know, there are these guys who will I have no idea where that cough came from. Something just built up in my throat. Maybe it's anger. Oh God. Dude, a school bus drove by and the whole ground shook. It's like an earthquake. There are tears in my eyes, man. That was a really hard cough. So anyway, even the narrators here show little to no emotion when they're calling plays, you know. This is why I prefer to watch when it's a sports game. If I have the option of putting the narration in English, Americans, or even, you know, Brits, you know, speaking, I think it's gonna sound a lot better, because sometimes they won't go crazy, you know, but they will actually tell you what's going on. They will give you the play-by-play, you know. And even though Brazilians do sort of, you know, they have a good understanding of sports like soccer and volleyball and other things, you know, it seems there are very few commentators who actually give it the emotion that they're paid to, you know. And the players here are just becoming egregious, man. You know, they are a nuisance right now, because it's like Brazilian athletes don't have the maturity to play soccer, you know, because a lot of them behave like children on the field. You know, they try to get into arguments over nothing. They are very disloyal. They try to, you know, it's almost like they're trying to do something illegal, you know. They're trying to trick other players and the ref, you know. Very few instances I have seen here in Brazil, you know, during the leagues or other matches where there is actual fair play, you know. And even then, it's so rare that it doesn't really warrant admiration, you know. It's really hard to take us seriously, you know. I understand why people don't, you know, but I used to be in love with soccer, you know, back when my team Fluminense was playing really well, and lately they have been really up and down, you know. It's almost like sometimes they don't want to play, they don't want to win, and I see that lack of drive in so many players, you know. There are really good teams now like Palmeiras and Flamengo and also Atlético Mineiro, you know. Those teams are playing really well and they have been very consistent over the last few seasons, you know. But even though, dude, I mean, there are 20 teams that play in the Brazilian Championship, the Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A, right? So like 3 teams don't represent 20, you know. Like 2 or 3 teams playing well every season will not represent the entire league itself, you know. They're going to represent the top tier and everybody else just sucks, you know. There are always those really crazy results, like the team at the bottom of the table, you know, beats the one at the top, you know. But even then, it doesn't really give you a lot of emotion to watch, because during these games you see a lot of the Brazilian antics playing out, and that just completely bogs it down to me. This other thing that really just rattles me down to my core was the addition of VAR, you know, in soccer. It stands for Video Assistant Referee, and made its debut in the 2017-2018 season in the Bundesliga, you know. And in Europe, it works really well. Basically, whenever there's a doubtful call, whether it's a ball that went in or didn't go in, or a foul, you know, if a player fouled another one in a way, if it's going to be a foul or a penalty, you know, a yellow card, red card, you know, when the ref needs to see a certain replay in a different angle to make a better decision, that's what the invention is, you know. It works really well in Europe, but here in Brazil, it's terrible, dude. Here in our leagues, it's just so dumb because sometimes a ref is going to take so long to make a decision that is so crystal clear, you know. It's right there in his face, and somehow he takes, I don't know, like 5 minutes to decide something that we at home saw in 5 seconds, you know. It's really annoying, and Brazilian refs do not know how to use it, you know. And there's almost kind of like this general consensus where if he goes to the VAR and sees the play, he usually calls it, you know. Like if it wasn't a penalty and he goes to the VAR, he's probably going to give the penalty or vice versa, you know. Usually he makes the decision there, and the refs really suck because they take so long. It's like they don't know how to use it, you know. And it's funny because there are many players who try to do dumb stuff and they really think that they can get away with it despite the VAR existing, you know. Like they're going to elbow another guy in the face or foul him hard or put his hand on the ball, you know, or basically do something that he thinks he's going to get away with, and then the VAR, you know, vindicates it and he gets sent off. It's really dumb, man. Brazilians are not a very honest bunch, you know. I can't, of course, speak to the vast majority, you know, but dude, I have seen things in this country that really make me think that my people just really don't deserve empathy at all, you know. But in sports, it's worse, you know, because what the people are reflects on the athletes and vice versa, you know. The athletes are very dishonest in soccer, you know, and it makes the game just, I don't know, it just makes the game really dumb, you know. Like sometimes they'll put in a female referee to call a men's game, and they clearly don't respect her, you know. It's just really dumb, dude. And so many decisions that I see over the years to try to make the game here better, but it's just making it worse, you know. Players not taking the sport seriously and always diving, you know. Like I guess they're all taking a page from Neymar's book. Neymar is like the main reason for so many players diving today. It's like they're imitating him or something, you know. And unfortunately, he's the best we have in this godforsaken country. He's the best player on the Brazil national team. Nobody comes close, and we're stuck with him until he retires, unfortunately, you know. But he is kind of like the black sheep, you know. Neymar is the catharsis. He is the one, I don't know if that was the right expression. He was the one that caused all of this crap to happen in the first place, you know. It's just annoying. It's aggravating, you know. You blow on a player now during a game and he'll fall over and start rolling, you know. Like you flick him in the kneecap and he's gonna fall to the field holding his face, you know, hoping the ref is gonna give the other guy a red card, you know. It's really annoying. Sometimes he clearly didn't suffer that much of an injury, but he'll keep milking it, you know, so the ref can give the other player a penalty or something even worse. I don't know, man. It's really annoying, you know. It's like a bunch of immature kids playing, like I said before. I hate it so much, but I have to keep watching because I have a team to support that I watch the games with my dad, so I'm gonna keep watching until the day I die, unfortunately. I don't say that lightly. But anyway, guys, that has been a little bit of my general analysis of how South American soccer is starting to suck, you know. Hopefully I won't ever need to re-record this video. This is the third time by my count that I've redone this damn thing on my channel across different eras, you know. So I'm just gonna stop for now because holy freaking crap. No more of this, you know. I have a game to watch tonight anyway, by the way. Anyway, that's it, guys. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments below. Let's have a little healthy debate there, as long as you don't try to kill me or anything, you know. And it's all good. If you happen to like this video, please go ahead and give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day. And while you're at it, hit the notification bell too so you can know exactly what time I upload. And I'm gonna go out and get some lunch because I gotta go to work soon. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen and score that goal without diving.